Whoa, this is a mess. What happened?
Gillenane.
She's infecting everything.
That's just one of this mess.
Should be a door on the other side. That'll put us near the track.
Let's get rid of this blight then. Once the Archdemon's trapped, the Warden has to kill it, right?
It's true. And die doing it.
Oh, that's right.
It's complicated, but every warden is prepared for the sacrifice. I'm ready.
Davrin.
Who knows? Maybe they'll hang my portrait in here someday.
It's not over yet.
Will be soon enough.
And that's when Lucanus kills Gillenane?
That's why we came here.
But how? She's up there, and she's enormous.
One impossible thing at a time.
Let's get out there. There's the way out.
There! That Griffin statue! I'll get Gillenane's attention.
We'll help you get past all this.
Oh, the Archdemon's rock!
Davrin.
Give Hassan a hug for me.
Stay your blade, Warden.
Sir,
Let an old man spill the blood today and make amends for his mistakes.
No hard feelings.
There should be. But thanks for lying to a dead man. We mortals have a saying. In war, victory. In peace, vigilance. In death, sacrifice.
Racing heart, ragged breath, a waste of useful blood. Lassa, Hedley, Galara. Venata, Melas.
What's that?
the real archdemon.
Was the other one not real?
We have to kill him. Killing invulnerable until we do.
Why is it so complicated?
Witness a warden's blood to birth your own destruction. Clever fates, desperate plans, all for naught.
Get clear!
We got company.
You have to move.
Get clear. Move, move.
I think too much. Return!
What's happening?
Spook Gillenay. Maybe she wants to talk.
Isana ilas walan. Masan ila lasta. Thy creation has many shapes. Tend the mortals, make their flesh your own.
Back to the Illuvian! Is it working?
I hope so.
Best odds all day!
Evka sent word. Last of the civilians made it to Lavendel. Janos and his people held the line long enough for them to escape Weishaupt. And the Wardens are in Lavendel too.
What's left of them, you mean? Over 1,000. That's how many fellow Wardens I had. And now, one god, one archdemon. That's all it took to nearly wipe out our entire order.
I promise you, Davrin, we'll make Gillenane pay. For every warden she killed, every child left alone, there will be a reckoning.
How? We all saw what she did. That's beyond our...
We killed her archdemon, though. That's something, isn't it?
That's an incredibly rare accomplishment.
Yeah, after it turned into a snake monster with too many heads. Are all blighted dragons gonna do that? I don't know how to fight that.
Well, at least we've made Gillenane mortal.
Mortal or immortal, doesn't matter if we can't get close enough. We had our shot at her, and we missed.
Say what you mean, Davrin. I missed.
Nobody blames you for that, Lucanus.
Yeah? Maybe I do. This crow has a demon inside him, right?
Now, that's not...
How do we know we can trust him? Maybe the demon pulled his punches.
Okay, hold on. Now we're getting...
And you, Warden? What about the blight that runs through your veins? The same blight that chokes my city. The same blight that Gillenane commands so effortlessly.
Just a moment, please.
Enough. Hundreds of wardens died today. They gave their lives to stand against the gods. We owe it to them to carry on. Swing your blades to the enemy, not each other. We will honor their sacrifices by holding together in this fight.
We're all in agreement on that point, Roke. But the question remains, how? We barely survived against one of the gods.
I nearly had her.
Nearly. But spite is a creature of raw emotion. Your turmoil over what befell Treviso feeds him. Both of you vying for control. It's no wonder you missed such a rare opportunity.
I think we've all been distracted.
I've been preoccupied myself after discovering that hand of glory.
And I can't stop worrying about my new magic and what it means.
Or what the Venatori are up to in Docktown.
Until those problems are resolved, we will not be prepared to face the gods. A moment of inattention, a single lapse, could prove fatal, and the gods will allow no second chances.
He's right, Rook.
We're not in this fight alone, though. We have allies and friends in all sorts of places.
Doesn't do us much good if we can't find the gods.
Harding, can you send word to Evka, see if she has any rested scouts?
Scouts? Why?
The Darkspawn that attacked Weishaupt had to come from somewhere. I bet they'll be headed back there. Following them should at least put us on the God's trail.
Got it.
As for the rest of...
Look, nothing against Emmerich. He's right about needing focus. But what happened at Weishaupt? That was more than a distraction.
So is what happened to Treviso. What the Blight has done to the city, to its people. These are more than distractions, Rook?
Either way, we all need to step back, clear our heads.
So, how do you think that went?
It's not easy to tell with them, to be honest. They can be difficult to read. Some more than others, of course.
I've hung around with a few of those types before, both in Kirkwall and Skyhold. Solus being the most prominent example.
Emmerich's right, though. Everyone on this team has some kind of unfinished business hanging over their heads.
That's the danger in recruiting competent people. They bring more interesting and complicated problems along with them. So go help, Rook. Support them. Solve those problems. And maybe start with Davrin and Lucanus. With Treviso and Weishaupt. They've got more in common than they did before.
And the gods?
You've asked the Wardens to track them through the Darkspawn. That'll take time.
I should use that time to check in with the team. And then, I should go talk with Solus.
Better you than me. He'll want to know all about Gillenane, the Archdemon, and why you only stopped one of them. You know, all this talking wears me out. I'm going to take a nap. See you later, kid. Good luck.
Oh, hi, Rook. Can I ask you a question? Actually, never mind. Don't worry about it.
Okay, you're several lines ahead of me here. Let's start with me saying, hi, Bellara.
Right. Okay. It's just, you know, the elf thing. We're fighting our gods. Our gods. It feels a little surreal, and I know surreal.
Yeah, you and Davrin have it rough. At least we're only fighting your gods because they're evil? Maybe not the most helpful point to make.
No, it actually helps a little. But still, those are our gods out there, rampaging around. Maybe people don't trust us. Maybe they shouldn't.
Every culture in Thedas has skeletons in its closet. Orlais, Ferelden, most of Tevinter's skeletons aren't even trying to hide. But that isn't who the elves have been for centuries.
That feels too easy. Like we're not taking responsibility. And I don't know, I feel guilty. Anytime I think about it, really.
So who's that helping?
Who's what helping?
Feeling guilty.
Well, no one, I guess, but then what should I do?
It'd be easy to pretend that stories about the benevolent elven gods were true, but we know they weren't.
So what do I do? To make up for them, I mean.
Be honest. About who you were, but also about who you are now. The past doesn't define you.
Is it that easy, though? Just being honest?
Honesty's hard work, but it's the right kind of work. It's important work.
Right. I get it. It's hard. All of it's hard. But I feel better. A little bit, anyways. Thanks for talking to me and listening to me.
Hey, anytime. It's what I'm here for.
Right. It's a good thing to be here for. See you later, Rook.
Lucanus? Are you in here brooding?
I'm fine.
That's not a no.
I had her. She should have never gotten away from me. This was our contract, Rook. I don't fail my contracts.
This can't be the first time you've missed a target, right? What did you do before?
I never miss. I thought I still had this. Even with Treviso suffering, I thought I could still focus on what mattered. I need to work.
You might need sleep more than work at this point.
You might be right.
It's not over. Just take care of yourself for now, okay?
I was distracted. That cannot happen again. I need to get my head on straight.
Whatever you need to do.
Have you been to talk to the others? Davrin, especially. I think everyone might have things to deal with now. It's been too long since I checked in with Viago. I should find out if things in Treviso are stable. If I need to return there, I'll let you know. I won't miss another chance to make things right. Nev, that coffee in the kitchen, you made it?
Keen eye.
Did you boil it? If so, why?
I'm not picky. I got a cup and it does the job. That's all I ask.
I don't know where to go with this.
Maybe that's how it's done in Minrathous.
Oh no. Give Lucanus credit. It's terrible.
You need a stronger word for terrible.
So what's the coffee for?
I've been looking into the threads.
The Minrathous crime syndicate.
Yeah. Smuggling, extortion, protection rackets. The threads have fingers in the lot. They stay out of slavery and they're decent about the rest, but something stirred them up. They've increased activity, changed their patterns. Docktown's in chaos. Remember Alec, the thread-selling charms? He wants to talk and he doesn't reach out for nothing.
Sounds fun.
You've got strange taste in fun.
So do you.
Bad habit.
Ready when you are. Though, maybe Lucanus should make the coffee.
Probably helps your odds of survival.
Viago should taste this. Only thing worse than snake venom.
Okay, Sergio.
Davrin? Davrin, about Weishaupt. Davrin, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I can't believe Weishaupt is gone. It's always been there protecting the world.
Wasn't supposed to be like this. That's Renaud. Malmont. Anya. We used to argue. Who'd be the one to take an archdemon down? Who'd die so that others could live? Not sure any of us believed it'd actually happen.
When the moment came, you did the Wardens proud.
Did I? Because I'm still here. They're not.
There's no getting them back. But at least they died heroes.
And I should have joined them. A Grey Warden kills an Archdemon, they're supposed to die.
Who knows what happened? Maybe the gods changed things and the old rules don't apply. Why is being alive a problem?
Because I didn't expect to be here. Grey Wardens have an expiration. It pushed me.
There's more fight to go.
And if we manage to pull that off?
You'll do what you do best. Hunt monsters.
Plenty of people can do that. I'm talking purpose. I feel like a blade sharpened all these years to confront the worst darkness in the world. And my blade struck true at Weishaupt. What now?
Well, you'll raise a San to create a world where the light outshines the darkness.
Yeah? Well, let me tell you. That
This is Sergio we're talking about here.
will require a lot more gingerwood truffles.
Add some more like it. Good to have you back.
Somebody has to feed his feathery butt.
You live to serve, my friend.
Guess we're stuck with each other, boy. No getting rid of me now. Someday I might actually know what that means.
While you sort that out, maybe you and Lucanus can try to bury the hatchet.
Yeah.
He had a rough time of it too.
I know. That was an incredible shot he took at Gillenane.
Then tell him that. Because fighting each other won't help us defeat the gods.
But we've got help. The Wardens, Shadow Dragons, Crows, Veil Jumpers, we're all in this together.
We are. But they've all got their own problems. If we want their help, we have to help them first.
Is that a plan I hear, Foreman?
I think it could be. Thanks, Davrin. Any luck tracking down your mystery friend?
The Shaper didn't like me asking about Shaper Valta. Or harassing people with talk of dwarven magic.
Wish we had time to head down there and show them what you can do.
I don't think that would have helped.
Think how satisfying it would be.
Yeah. What's satisfying about being thrown in a Deep Roads prison? Orzammar takes its heritage very seriously.
So, what now?
I was thinking, the voice said look to those closest to the stone. What if she never meant Orzammar?
Huh?
There is another Great Tig, the original capital of the dwarves, Kalsharak. It was lost during the First Blight, and its people survived in isolation for hundreds of years. They re-emerged, some 20 years ago?
And you think they're closer to the stone?
Orzammar can't help. What have I got to lose?
I'm curious about Kalsharak's isolation.
The dwarves took heavy losses during the First Blight. To stop the Darkspawn from overrunning them, they closed off passages in the Deep Roads. Those that could retreated to Orzammar. Kalsharak was lost. They abandoned the city and its people, sealed them away with the Darkspawn.
Yeah. Well, the thing is he still would have to worry about what Hector can do to fuck things up.
They had to. Lose a Tig or lose everyone.
Children, families. It's unforgivable.
Sometimes people have to do unforgivable things.
You've heard, haven't you, that the Kalsharok dwarves were forced to change in order to survive. No one's really sure what that means exactly.
When we find them, you can ask. Are you sure Orzammar isn't hiding something?
Pressing them for information would be tricky. I could anger someone important. If Kalsharok doesn't turn out, I can go back to poking at Orzammar. But not before then.
How do we get in touch with these Kalsharok dwarves?
Already working on it. You don't spend 10 years in the Inquisition without making contacts. I should have a meeting set up by the time we're ready to leave.
With all my regards, but I don't want them to think me homesick.
Hi, Emmerich.
Rook, hello. Just composing a few letters. The other Watchers have been most interested in our adventures.
You have more credibility than I do back home.
Perhaps. Speaking of home, have we rarely never met around the necropolis before, even in passing?
I mean, I'm not a mage, so we probably never... Wait a second. Didn't you present astrological scrolls from the tomb of Mother Griselda 2 years ago?
Why, yes, indeed. It took forever to convince the departed Chantry Mother to lend them out.
I should fulfill my Watcher oaths and ask, any supernatural trouble in Navarra?
A gathering of pride spirits down in Cumberland, easily dispelled. And we finally stopped those wandering cenotaphs from appearing in the Weeping Vale. That took some effort. Nothing else, aside from the elven gods disrupting the Fade.
What, the snowmobiles?
And yet...
There's so much more than spirits in the Fade. Entities and instrumentalities we know only by their shadows.
If you've spotted something in the Fade...
I'm not sure. It's only an occasional stillness where movement and light should be. Let's hope I'm imagining things.
I miss anything big around the necropolis while I was gone?
Caspar I led a stately procession around the wards of his tomb palace.
That hasn't happened in 300 years.
No one knows what occasioned it. Oh, and necromancers outside the Morn Watch attempted to claim the funerary dead. Again!
It's right in the Royal Charter. Only Mortalitasi ascended to the Morn Watch have final authority in the necropolis.
I've had to explain the distinction between Mortalitasi and Watchers a dozen times since leaving home.
But it's simple. Every Navarra necromancer is called a Mortalitasi, and some Mortalitasi join the Morn Watch. Done.
Exactly, one would think.
I couldn't help overhearing the word homesick.
Oh, I'm fine. Completely absorbed in our venture. But if I were home, I'd be preparing for new students or requests to speak to the dead.
You didn't stop teaching just to be with us, did you?
I'm long overdue for a sabbatical. Besides, do you know how many students the faculty wanted in my class next season? 10! How's one meant to tailor separate lessons for 10 pupils at a time? Honestly.
Can people just ask you to show up for some corpse whispering?
Oh, nothing official. There are very few of us, but we help here and there. Questioning a victim of murder, clearing up disputed wills, and sometimes fetching back last words from a loved one.
Have you used corpse whispering on King Marcus?
Whatever are you talking about?
Come on.
His Majesty's health is a delicate subject. Besides, the palace necromancers aren't watchers. They've their own corpse whisperer.
So King Marcus is dead? Or undead?
Half the nobility must suspect by now. Can you imagine what the other kingdoms would think? I stay well clear of it.
Good to chat. I'll let you get back to your letter.
Before you go, I wanted to thank you for your company in the Memorial Gardens. There's another ceremony I have to perform there. If you'd like to visit again. Not yet, but soon.
I'd like that. I've seen a lot of interesting places outside the necropolis, but...
I do miss the vastness of the tombs.
Exactly. And all the friendly dead.
A visit home will do us both good. I'll let you know when it's time.
Hey, am I interrupting?
Done in a sec. Morning ritual. The Darsam.
Those are the ropes people who follow the Qun wear.
We bind ourselves to remember who we are. Tie down the stuff that's too dangerous to leave loose. My mother made me do it every morning before breakfast. I had big fingers. It used to take me forever. Avatash. Shokratoebra. Only a beast is confounded by knots. A girl masters herself and the Darsa.
Looks like you got them under control eventually.
Yeah.
Rook, Tosh, glad I caught you both. The Grey Wardens found a cave that one of the Blighted Dragons uses as its lair.
Where?
In the Husberg wetlands. There's no sign of the dragon itself, though.
I should check it out. We need to know how different the Blighted Dragons really are. They might turn into something like Gilnenane's archdemon did. If there's a clue, I have to be ready.
One dude had 100,000 kills at his house. One dude had 100,000 quarter million kills at his house. But it's a deal to where top over. They had no choice now. They don't want the Bin Laden treatment. Yeah. So they're like, all right, we'll take so they let the family, I guess they got on.
The fall of Weishaupt reverberated across the Fade, as did the fall of an archdemon.
But unless I am mistaken, both Elganan and Gillenane yet stand. We took down Gillenane's archdemon, but we weren't able to kill her. And how are you doing? Right now, I'm more concerned with how the team is doing.
I expect their morale is shaken after what happened.
They've spent a lot of time yelling at each other. Or me.
Not the worst outcome, all things considered. Properly focused, that anger can forge your team into a weapon keen enough to cut through any obstacle. You cannot stand against Elganan and Gillenane with logic. Those motivated by greed or self-interest will change alliances, but those who serve you with passion and loyalty will follow wherever you lead, even to their deaths if necessary.
I knew I might have to make a call like that when Varric put me in charge.
A good leader never makes such a decision lightly. But when the time comes, it is better to be prepared. And perhaps it will not come to that. The stronger your team, the more chances you will have to avoid such a decision.
I'll keep that in mind. Do you have any suggestions on our next move against the gods?
If you oppose Elganan and Gillenane's minions, you will get your opportunity.
You think one of the Antam or Venatori commanders will help us find the gods?
Possibly. But more importantly, you will aggravate them. You rendered Gillenane mortal at Weishaupt. It is an embarrassment, an insult, neither she nor Elganan can ignore. If you continue to disrupt their plans, you will not need to track them down. They will come to you.
You think I can goad the gods into making a mistake?
I have absolute faith in your ability to aggravate enemies who should know better than to underestimate you. One final warning. You have survived a confrontation with Gillenane, which few still live to claim, but her power pales in comparison to Elganan's. If he takes the field himself, remember, in a fight such as ours, escaping to fight another day is a victory.
I was not certain you would come.
You were the one who walked away. I never turn my back when my friend needs me.
The Evanuris seek the magic of the Blight.
Impossible. The Blight is safely sealed away forever.
Oh, I wish I could believe you. I have sensed the breaking of the wards.
I will investigate your claims. If they forget the danger of the Blight, I will endeavor to remind them.
What if, instead, you left the Evanuris and remained with me? Do you not wish for freedom from this struggle?
Be at peace, love. I will stop them.
As you must. The Blight is our mistake.
Did Mythal call Solus love in that memory?
That's what it sounded like.
So they were doing it.
The elven gods were free with their emotions. They felt things deeply. The way they express things, well, it feels romantic to us, but that wasn't really how it was. Back then, I mean.
Nah, they were doing it.
Oh, they were absolutely doing it.
Being with someone you're rebelling against? Doesn't sound like Solus.
He also met her in secret and talked about how they could run off together.
It sounded so tragic and romantic.
Oh, wait. Never mind. That does sound like him.
So the Dread Wolf goes to Mythal. They might be fighting, but they have history.
And he warns her about the other gods using the Blight. That's more important than his rebellion. It's like kingdoms coming together when an archdemon rises.
Mythal didn't think it was possible. She said the Blight was sealed away. There's an old legend about it. Davrin, the one with Andrul's armor. Not sure it matters.
We're deep in elven lore already. What's the legend say?
Right. Well, Andrul was the goddess of the hunt. She put on armor, magic armor, made us something called the Void, drove her mad.
I remember this one. The other gods were afraid Andrul would turn on them. She was doing all kinds of horrible things, causing plagues. It does sound like the Blight.
Well, it all ends with Mythal fighting Andrul. After, Mythal turned into a dragon.
She what? Why didn't you start with that?
Anyway, she took Andrul's armor away. Then Andrul's madness left, and peace returned.
Intriguing. So it's possible Andrul stumbled onto the magic of the Blight.
And when Andrul went mad, Mythal took it from her and locked it away.
Until someone started using it again.
Okay, Solus warns Mythal about the other gods using the Blight. It's not just bad, it's something bad he feels responsible for. The Blight was our mistake.
How is the Blight their mistake? Did they find it? Did they make it? What does that mean?
Whatever it was, it convinced Mythal to take him seriously.
So Mythal goes off to investigate what Solus says. Then, what? It's too clean.
Seems plenty messy with them doing it.
But this isn't just a memory. It's something Solus wanted to hide. What's the crime? What did we see here that he feels guilty about?
I think I might know. When the Inquisitor was saving the world from the breach, he met Mythal.
What? Like in a dream?
It was complicated. She helped the Inquisition. There was a magic pond and a dragon.
Nice.
The point is, she also said the other elven gods betrayed her, killed her.
Okay, sorry. Point of order. If they killed Mythal, how was she still around to help the Inquisition?
Rook, as a fellow watcher, you know there are ways.
I'm not saying she couldn't help from beyond the grave, I'm just asking how.
Elven god magic? She'd spent centuries gathering strength and sharing people's bodies, I think.
If it was a truly benign possession, that speaks to her character.
Solus tried to do the right thing by warning Mythal about the other gods using the Blight, but he got her killed.
Well, it's not just that she died.
What do you mean, Tosh?
It's... Ugh. There was stuff he wanted to tell her, but he waited too long, and then she was dead. He never got to make it right. That twists you up.
That's it. There's our crime.
Doesn't really tell us anything we can use, though.
We know more than we did. That's something.
Then I guess we keep our eyes open if we come across more of these memories.
You dare to try to cage us, jealous of our growing power!
You will pay the final price for this betrayal.
We warned you not to use the Blight. For this, and for Mythal, I sentence you to sleep in exile ever after. Your own lives will form the veil that keeps the horror you unleashed at bay.
So he locked the gods away and created a veil between this world and the Fade. I mean, they were terrible, no question. But what he did, it didn't just stop them. It destroyed our culture, our world.
It wasn't just to stop them. It was to stop the Blight. We've seen how bad Elganon and Gillenane are. Imagine all 7 corrupted gods running wild.
So he created the Veil just to keep the elven gods locked in their prison?
Yes, to keep them from accessing the Fade. But was the creation of the Veil around the world an accident?
You heard him yelling. That's not the sound of a ritual going right.
What do you think, Rook?
Honestly, it's a little terrifying. I've studied the Fade for years with the Watchers. The idea that the Veil, a fundamental part of our world, was an accident as Solus sprang his trap.
Astonishing. How little we truly know.
And a good reminder not to start spells you don't know how to finish.
I had another question, and I'm sorry, maybe this doesn't matter, but Solus trapped the blighted gods in an ancient elven building, right?
That's what it looks like. Maybe a palace? Fancier than what I've seen in Arlathan, at least.
And then, the Magisters were lured into the Fade. They broke in, which let the Blight escape, and turned the Golden City black.
Right, and the Black City hangs in the Fade, a little reminder of their mistakes. What's wrong, Lace?
It's just... the Chant of Light says that the Maker built for them the Golden City, the center of all creation. But if the Golden City was an ancient elven palace, then the Maker didn't build it. The elves did. The Chant of Light is Andraste's visions from the Maker, but it sounds like it's wrong.
You're asking if we just disproved the entire Andrastian faith.
Did we?
That's a problem for Chantry scholars to worry about. We have a world to save from the gods who definitely exist, and also want to kill us.
Looks like there are 3 more of these murals with the Dreadwolf's old memories. Wonder what else he's hiding.
You have so long observed the world. Why not consider joining it?
But I have no desire to live as humans. I have the Fade. Besides, there's talk of taking on a solid form. I think you underestimate the danger. When you took the glowing stone to build your body, did the earth not shake?
Delirium gives us the strength we had when we were of the Fade. We are the best of physical and spirit. I need your wisdom, Solus, to withstand the louder voices who would go too far like Elganon. I need you.
This is madness. You must know that. I will always follow where you go.
This is astounding. The ancient elves were spirits who voluntarily manifested a physical form.
I'd rather go back to talking about the Blight.
Hey, Lucanus. Could Spite turn into an elf?
No.
Sorry, but what?
This is... I don't even know what this is, and I'm not even an elf. I can't imagine what you and Davrin must be feeling.
It's fine.
We're spirits. What does this even mean? Could I accidentally banish myself?
To be clear, this memory only shows that the first elves originated from spirits. Balara, you and Davrin are no more spirits than anyone else conceived naturally.
Conceived naturally? Guess I'll go ask my mother.
The knowledge that an entire people were formed from a mass manifestation could change our entire understanding of magic.
If we let it out, is that the right call? Do you want bigoted humans yelling about how elves are demons?
Davrin's got a point. World's not short on small-minded humans.
If the world learned about this, and it led to attacks against elves...
Elves have enough trouble as it is down in Ferelden.
We have to tell someone, though. Strife and Irulan, at least.
If I told Thea and Viago, they'd think I was sampling Viago's poison collection. No one would believe us.
Okay. We keep this to people we trust who have good reason to know. No shouting it from the rooftops.
Agreed. The Morn Watch has a great deal of experience keeping dangerous secrets.
So, beyond the world-shaking stuff, what else did we learn here? Solus himself was a spirit.
What kind do you think he was?
Well, his name is Elven for pride.
Oh, okay.
There's something else. Not about spirits, or not all about them at least. Solus didn't want to become a person with a physical body.
Right. He only agreed after Mathal begged him.
Then that's his regret. He wishes he'd never taken physical form.
Maybe, but not just that. Solus was scared. They built their bodies out of lyrium, and it made the ground shake.
Lyrium is the blood of the Titans.
The Titans would have felt it as an attack. They defended themselves.
The first memory we saw with Elganon seizing power, it happened at the end of a war.
A war between the Titans and the elves.
Lace, I'm so sorry.
It feels like we still don't have the full picture. But I think that's part of what Solus regrets. He didn't see the danger.
Except he did. He was worried. You said it yourself.
He did it for Mithal. Everything that followed, he could have prevented if he just told her no.
Then he's got a war on his conscience. Plus, whatever we find next.
Archdemon falls, but blight spreads. The crossroads are in need, Dweller.
I didn't get all of it, but it helped. So, thanks.
Anytime.
Strength earns mastery.
This is ominous.
Piago found something.
Something bad, I take it.
Venatori have been sighted among the relief effort in Treviso. Zara's minions, perhaps. But Ilario is certain Zara is in Byrantium, and that any Venatori are another distraction.
What do you think?
I think I need to visit Treviso and find out for myself.
You don't have to face Treviso or Zara by yourself, Lucanus. You can count on me.
I can? That's good to know.
All things considered, I'd say I owe you a favor. Let me help.
You don't need to do this, but it will make for a smoother operation. The one advantage of chaos in Treviso is informants get desperate. It took an obscene amount of money, but I have a solid lead. Zara is in the chantry there.
What's she doing in a chantry?
If she's there to pray, it won't save her from me. We only get one shot at this. We go when you're ready.
I started pulling some of it. I grabbed like 18 of the skids and put them in L6.